Preparing for the end of trucking may sound very unprecedented, and we are living in very, very troubled trucking times. I promise you guys, this is a trucking vlog. Bear with me. I've touched on this in my vlog, later in my vlog, but I don't feel like I went in detail as I should have, and perhaps that should be a separate video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to make a separate video on this very topic. But I feel like to prepare for the end of trucking, yes, it does sound very unprecedented, but it doesn't even sound far-fetched because you have several companies that have filed for bankruptcy within the past year, including Yellow, Arnold, Raven Transport, just to name a few. Even JB Hunt lost millions of dollars last quarter. We have millions of company drivers. They're struggling right now. They're barely making ends meet. You have lease drivers, owner-operators, motor carriers. Everybody's dealing with the freight scarcity. Now, me personally, I do feel like local is the way to go, especially given that most local jobs have hourly wages and they offer overtime, full benefits, 401k, all that good stuff. But how you manage that money in trucking, whether you're local, OTR, whatever, managing your money is probably the biggest takeaway when it comes to facing the collapse of trucking, being replaced by AI, being replaced by self-driving trucks. And it may not even sound that far-fetched. It may not even sound that extreme anymore to say this, but the ability to manage your money can really be the difference between life and death. Now, let's get started with that trucking vlog. Hello, good and wonderful people. It's Saja here, and I'm back with another banger today. So currently, I'm at Ecolab right now. I finally got my trailer, and I'm about to activate my work assignment right now. I'm currently dispatched to head to Burlington, New Jersey. I have a delivery due between 8 a.m. and noon tomorrow. And yeah, we're activated right now. So I already hooked up to the trailer and everything. You guys know what that process consists of. You know, you back up, get out and look, make sure your kingpin and your fifth wheel are aligned correctly. Then, you know, also if the trailer needs to be lowered, make sure you lower it. And in my case, I did have to lower the trailer. It was very, very high, and I had a hard time lowering it with the landing gear. I had to have somebody from the bulk bay at Ecolab help me out. I'm currently doing my air brakes test. So my governor went off at 125 PSI, so turn this truck off, put it in the on position, and my wheels are truck already. So I push in both my trailer valve, my tractor valve, and my trailer valve. Then we come over here to wait for air pressure to stabilize. Foot on the brake. I should not lose no more than 4 PSI in 1 minute. Now pump the brakes. My low air pressure warning light should come on around 60 PSI. All right, it came on around 60 PSI. And between 40 and 20 PSI, my trailer, my tractor valve should pop up, indicating that all air pressure is lost. So keep pumping and pumping and pumping, and boom, they both popped up. They both popped up at 40 PSI. So, yep, that's good. Start the engine. So while my air pressure is building up, I'm actually going to retrieve my wheel chocks and put those in the cubby of my tractor, and then I'm gonna go check the chop of the trailer, and then I'll be on my way. Oh, I also have to do my paperwork, so yeah, let me do that. So I've been watching a lot of other trucking channels, and most recently I've been watching this YouTube channel by the name of Chasing Andrew Jackson. And he was talking a lot about how AI was gonna replace the trucking industry, was gonna take the trucking industry by storm, and eventually truck drivers are gonna be replaced by self-driving trucks. I'd imagine it'd be very, very ruinous for truckers to
not be able to drive trucks anymore, because for a lot of truck drivers, that's the only skill that they know how to do. And most people don't save money. Most people don't have a retirement. So I imagine it being very ruinous, because working is really a lot of people's livelihood. That's how they support themselves. That's how they support their families. So I'd imagine a certain rate is going to increase dramatically. And I don't mean to sound bleak or whatever, but I don't like it at all. And I feel very, very bad for them, for individuals that, you know, don't have anything else but trucking. But for me, I mean, I am 24. I do have options. I do have a degree, so that is something for me. And maybe YouTube can take off for me someday, and that could be a great supplemental income. Not that I'd ever live off YouTube income, but I just think the biggest thing in this day and age is to have multiple streams of income and learn a bunch of monetizable skills. So if something like that, something drastic as being replaced by robots were to happen, you'll have a plan B. I'm not sure why this keeps happening, but my placards are always flying away on these trailers. Like, they need new placard holders.
And in the event that you need to replace your placards, you actually have to, you know, do it manually, put the stickers on there. And as you can see, that's what I did right there. And that's me climbing on top of the trailer to put a new placard on there. Looks like it just never flew away. But yep, that's what you have to do in order to avoid a hazmat violation by the DOT. And since I'm recording in the future, I know that that day kind of sucked pretty bad, but of course I jinx myself and say that it's gonna be a great day, it's gonna go by quickly. But you know, I always do that when I'm recording. I think a good day is gonna be a fast day, a quick day, but never works out that way. Okay, good and wonderful people, I arrived at the customer. I'm backed in to this tight I guess dock or whatever, and that's where I'm about to unload these chemicals. But I actually got a red suit recently, so it definitely is much more comfortable than the green suit. But the fact that I still have to wear the long sleeve shirt and the pants underneath it, I mean, it's still pretty hot outside and I'm still drenched in sweat after the delivery. But hey, I mean, it is something, you know what I'm saying? It's much more comfortable than the green suit. So yeah, it should take me about 2.5 hours to deliver everything, hopefully, if everything goes smoothly. I do have this chemical that foams up pretty bad, so I have to use about 5 pounds of pressure, 5 to 10 pounds of pressure when I'm unloading that. But other than that, should be a smooth delivery, hopefully. I don't want to jinx myself, I usually do when I say that, and it's actually my first time here. So yeah, let's get rocking and rolling. Oh, that took forever and a day. Well, it's over now. Hopefully you don't see me here again. I have to take pictures of my BOL. And my thing is, if they have all this information, why do I have to take pictures of every single page? Why can't I just take pictures of the customer signature? I don't get it. And if you guys are wondering why I have a camera, like I guess a GoPro style camera, this is actually a 360 Insta360 Go3. Now if you guys are wondering why I have a POV action camera, it's simply because the camera that I use for my videos is not waterproof. And you know, as a truck drivers, we work in all weather conditions, and I make YouTube videos, so I want to be able to record my videos in all weather conditions in case I want to, you know, shoot something outside. If I want to get like a cinematic shot, I don't want to be limited to just this camera right here that I'm talking to you guys in front of. So that's why I use 2 cameras. It's because, you know, it rains outside. I can't use this camera right here. It is not waterproof. It's not even water resistant, and the camera itself is so fragile that I don't want to risk it. So that's why I have this waterproof camera right here. It's actually the tiniest camera in the world, you guys, which is pretty wild. You can put this camera just about anywhere, and you can wear it as a POV camera. Can't do that at Schneider. You can't, you know, record yourself while driving at Schneider. But yeah, how do you guys feel about my theory about whether or not the trucking industry is dead? Let me know in the comments down below. I am interested. And as always, I encourage you guys to support the channel by subscribing, liking this video, comment on this video, share this video, and promote it in the YouTube algorithm.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, my name is Sage Woods, and I'll see you next time.